Hello students, this is Gulshan Sharma. In the continuation of the selection construct in Python programming, today we are going to do a very interesting and important question. In this question, it is asked to read current date and date of birth from user, and we have to display the age of the user, that is how old the user is. Before starting this problem, let us know its logic behind that, how we can calculate the age of the person. For example, let us take current date as 23/11/2019 and date of birth as 12/5/2006. This is year, this is month, and this is day. Now we have to calculate how old the user is on this particular date. The simple logic is subtract the date of birth from the current date. You will get here, it is 3 minus 2, 1, it is 1. This is 6, let us minus, it is 9, 3, 1, 13. Okay, now we can say that the user is 13 year 6 month and 11 days. So we can say that on this date, that is 23/11/2019, the user will be 13 year 6 month and 11 days old. Now what happens if you are not able to subtract the date of birth from the current date? That is, suppose the date of birth is having the date more than the current date. Let us take another example. Current date let us take, it is 5, it is 2, it is 2019, and the date of birth as 25/11 let us take 2005. Now the logic is same. You need to subtract the birth date from current date. Here it is date, it is month, it is year. Now if we want to subtract 25 from 5, then this is not possible. Then what we have to do? we will borrow 30 days from here, means add here 30 and subtract it minus 1. Now this will become 35 and this will become 1. Means we have borrowed the 30 days from this month. Now again we have to subtract 11 from 1, which is not possible. Let us borrow 12 months from here. So here add 12 and subtract minus 1. Now this will become 13 and this will become 2018. Means we have borrowed 12 months from this year. Now this has become 35 minus 25. It is 10 because here it is 35. 35 minus 25, 10. Now here it is 13. 13 minus 11, it's 2. Here 2018 minus 5, it is 13. So we can say that the user is 13 year, 2 month and 10 days year old. So let us revise the logic. The logic behind finding the age of the person is you have to subtract the birth date from the current date. If first you need to subtract the date, if the current date is smaller than the birth date, means if birth date is more than the current date, you will not be able to subtract it. Then borrow 30 days from the month. So add here 30 and subtract the month by 1. In the same way, if current month is smaller than the birth month, then borrow 12 months from the year and subtract the year with minus 1. And after that you can easily do the subtraction of date of birth and the current date. So this is the main logic behind finding the age of the person by subtracting date of the birth from the current date. Now let us write a program for this. Now we are writing the program in Python for the same logic, in which it is asked to read the current date and date of birth from user, and we have to find out the age of the person, that is how old the user is. First you need to read current date. Let us take current date, current month, current year. We have to read it. Now we are reading it. int input, enter current date. int input, enter current month. int input, enter current year. So we have read the current date, current month, current year. Now we have to read birth date, birth month, birth year. We will read in the same way as we have read current date, int, input, enter, birth, date, int, input, enter, birth, month, int, input, enter, birth year. So we have read the current date, current month, current year, birth date, birth month, birth year. Now if we want to find out the age, then the logic behind that, if we want to find out the years, then you have to subtract current year minus birth year. If we want to find out the month, then current month minus birth month. If we want to find out the days, then current days minus birth days. After that, we will print years, y, print month, m, print days is d. So this is the main logic. Means after reading the current day, current month, current year and birthday, birth month, birth year, now you want to find out the age, then you need to simply subtract the current date and birth date, that is current year minus birth year, current month minus birth month, in this way. Now what happens if it is not possible, that is the current year is smaller than the birth year? Now we have to, before performing this calculation, we have to ensure that the current year must be more than the birth year, current month must be more than the birth month. In the same way, current date must be more than the birth date. So we are doing here if current date is less than birth date, then what will happen? What I have told you earlier, add 30 in the current date, yani current date equal to current date plus 30 and current month minus equal to 1. Means we have subtracted the current month with one value. In the same way, if current month is less than the birth month, then what we have to do? Current month equal to current month plus 12, and after that current year minus equal to 1. Okay, so according to this if condition, it will check if current date is less than the birth date, then it will add 30 month in date and subtract 1 month. In the same way, if month is less than the birth month, then it will add 12 month in the current month and subtract the year. Now you can easily subtract it from the birth year, birth month and birth date from current year, current month and current date. Now if we want that exact days should be added in the current date. Now instead of writing here 30, I am using, let us say, a variable n. N will be the exact date which we have to add. Now we have to find out whether it is equal to 31, 30 or 28. Then how can we do this? Now let us check. If current month in, I am writing here the month which are having 31 days, that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. Means if current month is in January, March, May, July, August, October, December, then the number of days will be 31. And if current month in, now I am finding the day of 30, that is 4, 6, 9, 11. Then the number of days will be 30. And if current month in 2 and current year mod 4 is equal to 0, then number of days will be 29, else the number of days will be 28. Now we have find out the exact figure of number of days. Now according to the number of days, it will be added here. But in simple logic, in general form, you can simply add 30 over here. That will also be considered as correct answer. Now this is the entire answer with the logic which we have discussed earlier. In this question, it is asked to read number of days from user, to read the current date and the date of birth from user, and after that we have to find out the age of the person. So in this, what we have done, first we have read the current date, current month, current year. Now we have read birth date, birth month, birth year. Now the logic was we have to subtract the birth year from current year, birth month from current month, birth date from current date. This is the main logic. If it is not possible to subtract, then we have to check whether the value of current date and current month is smaller than the birth date or birth month. So we have first checked if the value of current date is smaller than the birth date, then we have added the number of days in the current date and subtracted the month. If the current month is smaller than the birth month, then we have added 12 months in the current month and subtracted the year. Now to get this exact number of days to be added, we have checked if the current month is having this value, means it is for 31 days, then the n will be 31. If the current month is having this value, then the n will be the 30 days. If the current month is having 2 and it's a leap year, then number of days will be 29, and if any of the condition is not satisfied, then the number of days will be 28. So according to the calculation of the days, it will be taken over here. Actually, this is not the compulsory part of the answer. I have used this part to be more specific for adding the number of days. In general way, you can simply write here 30 also, because in the long calculation of the year, the average number of days always comes 30. So it will not make any difference. So you can write here 30 over here also. But to get the exact number of days, we are writing here this n after calculating it from the current month. So this is the entire answer. Look it carefully. You can pause the video from here and you can write the answer in your notebook, and you can easily execute this answer on your console. Okay, got the answer? Thank you.